Well, hey everybody, it's your good buddy 650 Eve here. Welcome to season 4 of the new bike build series. In this season, we are using this outstanding brand new Yamaha R1M. And with the help of our channel sponsor, specifically Manny from Moto Million, we're going to transform this bike into something truly special and amazing for the filthy streets and the track. In our previous episodes, we put the break-in miles on the motorcycle, completed the first service, and we hauled this beautiful bike to Decatur, Detroit, where my good buddy Nick Marino from X-Plane R1 Custom Tuning flashed the ECU, removed some restrictions, and added a bunch of horsepower to the motorcycle. In stock form, this bike was 166 horsepower, and once Nick flashed the ECU, it was 179 on the exact same dyno, the exact same day. So in this episode, we're ready to start getting this beautiful Akrapovic exhaust installed into the motorcycle. Zach, what do you think about this exhaust?
How's it going, everybody? I like this exhaust. This silencer is the same one that we put on your MT10.
Yeah.
It really changed the way that it sounded. We did use stock R1 headers on the MT10, so this should sound even better with the Akrapovic full titanium headers. Let's see what this looks like just all mocked up on the bench.
And while he's doing that, we have this open on the Moto Million website. This is where you can purchase this beautiful full exhaust system, and a link to it is in the description, but it's really, really nice. And in real life, it looks even better than it does in the video and pictures, obviously.
Yep. We need a prop.
Yeah.
Want to hold this for me first?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
It's super light.
It is super light. I can't wait to weigh.
And don't you guys worry, we're going to wipe off my fingerprints and stuff before
Oh,
we...
yeah, we'll get all the things.
Yeah.
Let's try that. How's that?
That's even better. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to try to capture that picture
Sweet.
for the thumbnail. All right, Zach, we're back.
All right. So I'm excited. This is like our first major performance modification.
Yes.
That I get to do at least.
Exactly.
That helped you do the first one with the tuning.
Yeah.
And we do have our sprint air filter installed in there, so that means we're getting more air into our engine.
Yes.
That air is going to mix with the fuel, and then it's going to explode, and that explosion has to go somewhere.
Yes.
It comes out your exhaust. So due to the shape of the exhaust and how big these pipes are, look, you can see it tapers. It starts real small, and then it tapers here, and then it gets fatter, and then it stays about the same. So this taper may have something to do with, we want to keep our fuel charge in the engine too. If this is too big, it's going to create a big vacuum, and it might suck our fresh fuel charge right out. And that's no good. We're going to be losing torque.
Absolutely.
So if we keep it in there, we'll have that explosion, and it'll keep our torque. Yet, it'll flow better at high RPM where we want our horsepower. So hopefully this will improve both mid-range and torque. It claims that it's going to give us 7.38 horsepower at 7,200 RPM.
Okay.
So that's pretty low to gain 7 horsepower. That's really low.
Yeah.
That's really where I feel like this bike just starts to wake up. So if it's gaining 7 horsepower there, it should definitely be noticeable in the seat of the pants. And we'll weigh between the two exhaust systems. The R1 does come with a titanium header, which the S1000 doesn't. It's a pretty big diameter header, which the S1000 isn't. No flapper valve up there. There is they call it an X-up valve. Their exhaust valve is in the back. We're going to remove that, and we'll remove the cables off of it. And so that'll save us some weight. We can take the whole box out. The programmer should be able to tell the ECU that we've taken that out, and we won't have a light on the dash. We'll have it until we get it back. So our plan is we're going to modify this motorcycle all winter here, because we're coming up on snow time. It's snowing today.
Yeah, it did.
Unfortunately. So we're going to modify this motorcycle performance as much as we want, and then it's going back to Detroit. He's going to meet you there again, right?
Yes, he is.
And then we'll retune it with our new parts, see our final power number.
So what is actually involved with preparing this bike to get the exhaust installed?
Well, since it's Yamaha, and as you can see, I'm wearing a Honda shirt, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
And like we discussed before, which we do have a service manual that we're going to put on a USB stick to get to the winter. But they're just going to say remove exhaust in the service manual, and they'll show some exploded diagrams. So I'm going to go in. I don't think I have to pull the radiator. That would be the biggest part. I can probably just move it forward.
Yeah.
But we need to get the body work off enough so that we can get everything exposed and see what needs to be moved. And then just got to start removing stuff and work my way from the back forward, and you guys can come along.
Gotcha.
So I know how the fairings come off, and like we showed before, they use all these nice quarter-turn Zeus fasteners, which is just awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll will show popping one side apart.
A few people commented about those fasteners. A lot of people like them. Thought it was really unique that they're using them.
Yeah, it would have been nicer if they would have been retained, because then you don't have to worry about losing them. But, oh well.
Yeah.
Push pin underneath.
And are you just basing this off of memory from working on my bike, or?
Yeah, that, and then just kind of looking at the types of fasteners and what we need to remove.
Okay.
To get this fairing apart. Alright, so that guy's in front. And then I know this piece, this is the trickiest part. If you didn't know, this part comes forward and just clips in place. Oh, we got one more clip up in here, of course. I love their clips. And one more up top. So many push pins. Push pins are nice because they're light, but I don't know, they're kind of a pain.
Look at that.
That is it. Okay.
Wow. See how light this one is.
It's a little bit heavier, but I think it's got a little more on the back.
I love this,
but it's
man.
super light.
This is really nice that this is OEM stuff.
Yeah.
OEM carbon fiber. I mean, some people would have preferred for it not to even be painted, you know?
Yeah, I like the paint on it.
You do?
Yeah. So this is what's called the silencer. It's the end of the exhaust, which silences the exhaust. Just while I was getting apart here, this is a pretty cool little clamp they got. So it looks like we have to completely remove this, but then it actually pinches the two pieces of pipe together with a gasket in the middle. So it's like a clamshell piece. And then you can see it pinches with that gasket.
Oh, wow.
Kind of a different setup.
Mm-hmm. Comes right off.
Not too bad.
Yeah,
for stock.
Yeah.
You can see through it.
Yeah. That's a cheap way to get your bike a little louder, huh?
That it is. That didn't cost anything. Looks like this will be the easiest way to start getting these cables off. And then we'll have to follow them and see where the actual exhaust valve is.
Okay.
So we can remove it.
Yeah, because as I remember, Brock installed the exhaust on my R1M. You did not.
No, I did not. We came over to this side, pulled this heat shield out of the way, and now we need to disconnect our oxygen sensors. You want to unplug them instead of just unscrewing them, because you don't want to twist all those wires together. So we need to get it unplugged so we can unscrew it, because we're going to plug this into the new exhaust system.
Okay.
Since we're not using a power commander or anything, we're going to keep our oxygen sensors. So following this wire, looks like it comes right up to this connector here, and we'll just unplug it and then work the wire out. And then once we get the wire worked out, now it's safe. We can unthread our oxygen sensor and this wire won't get all twisted up.
Nice.
Because you don't want to twist these together and then pinch them or anything like that.
Makes sense.
Let's go see what we're looking at on the other side. Didn't investigate that yet. Did we get as lucky? No. It's going. And looks like we're pulling the gas tank.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Well, let's drop it down and get the tank off. So since we have to do a couple things under the tank, I'm just going to pull it off. Just wanted to show how you disconnect the fuel line from the tank. It's got two vent lines they just pull off, and then the connector on the Yamaha fuel line, it's pretty nice. You just use a flathead screwdriver, push down, you can see it's now, should be in the released position, and we should be able to just pull it off like so.
Wow.
So pretty nice connector.
Yeah, no
but
leaks.
if you didn't know that it pulled, if you didn't know that you needed to pull down on this white tab, it could drive you nuts because it kind of looks like you push on it. And now when you put it back on, it just clips in place.
Wow. And it didn't leak any fuel either.
No, just a little
single
bit,
drop.
but nothing much. And now I think this guy right here, yep, is our oxygen sensor wire, so we can easily unplug it and get the wire through so we can take our oxygen sensor off. All right, we got our oxygen sensor out, just a little tiny guy.
Yeah.
Same thing on the other side, 17 millimeter wrench. Break it free. Spin it out by hand, spin the wire while you're spinning it so you don't twist all the wires and crimp them up like we described before.
Okay.
And we'll keep them separated left and right. I think the cable length might be a little different. That's probably the only thing that would make a difference. And now we just start removing bolts on the back half of this exhaust system, and we should be able to pull the back half off. It looks like everything's detached.
I see it moving.
Is it moving?
Yep.
Gotta be careful of the swing arm back here.
Yep.
Oh,
there it
yeah.
is.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
This might be 10 pounds.
Oh, indeed.
That might be.
Yeah. Savagery.
Oh yeah, can't wait to get that on the scale. Okay, so we reinstalled our fuel tank just so we can see what our Yamaha R1M sounds like with just a straight header system. Let's see.
Oh, you know me, I actually like that.
Yeah, that was the neighbor's attention. Wow, that sounded cool.
Wow, like a damn muscle car, man.
Yeah, it did. This really is a nice factory exhaust system.
It is?
Those are some big diameter headers.
Wow. Yeah, I like them on the MT10. You could see them real nice.
So I got the oil cooler freed up, and there's a lot of play. We got this flex in both hoses. So I think we can leave the radiator in place, and now with that out of the way, we can loosen all our header bolts and get our headers off. Okay, so I got our last exhaust nut removed. We should be able to remove this header system now if we have enough clearance. I'm not sure. Put a piece of cardboard on my oil cooler so we don't damage that. Oh yeah, comes right out of there.
Nice. Stock headers?
Yeah, even being titanium, these have a fair amount of weight to them. You can see, so the diameter here looks like it winds up about the same, but it definitely has a taper here that this one doesn't. So this must be where they get their power gain from, would be my guess. Yeah, I'm thinking this setup is about the same weight as this setup, I'm guessing.
Wow.
We're gonna have to go get the postage scale and get some numbers here. So first, let's see what our Akrapovic system weighs. That puts us to, what, 9?
Yep, 9 pounds.
And let's get the mounting hardware because we don't want to cheat. Oh, that put it off balance.
There we go.
About a pound, that's what I figured.
Yep, 10
so
pounds
10
total.
pounds.
For the complete system. Full titanium.
It's down at the bottom.
Yep. There it is, 22 pounds,
The
sir.
whole system, no mounting hardware, 22 pounds.
22 pounds for the
So
stock
12
system.
pounds saving
Wow.
just with that full accessory. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
And it's
man.
all underneath the bike. It's in places where you're really going to feel the weight.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. And then to this even, let's get this X-Up motor off of here and add that to the pile.
We've done this before.
Yeah, you have to do this to do anything on this bike. I don't know why they put so many fasteners in this piece. It's under the seat. Where is it going to go? All right, so after hours of removing little tiny plastic screws, no, but seriously, it took way longer than it should have. I don't know. We're going to find a fastener that goes into that plate, this plastic plate.
Yeah.
That is not these screws that just don't work because that's just ridiculous. That took way too long. But anyway, back to our focus. This little electric motor right here. This guy is what controlled our exhaust valve through miles and miles of cable. Winds up down here. So now let's unplug it, and we have confirmation from Nick that did our ECU flashing that he shut this off.
He did?
Which is one of the features that you can have your ECU programmer do.
Yes.
What's the name of his company again?
X-Plane R1 Custom Tuning.
Awesome. Look him up and gain some horsepower on your stock bike.
Indeed.
You can't beat that.
Yeah, he put 12 horsepower onto this one. That was pretty awesome.
So hopefully with this exhaust you can snag at least five more at the wheel.
Yeah.
With the proper fuel map.
Nick is pretty ambitious, Zach. He's thinking that on Ducati Detroit's dyno, once this bike is all modified, he thinks he can get this bike in the 190s. He can add some serious horsepower, but we'll see.
Okay, well that is pretty awesome. We shall see. So now we got it freed up. Now we just got to figure out how many zip ties or points of binding our cables are, and if we can snake them through or what. 2 cables.
Well, Zach, we're never going to use this component again, right?
That is true.
So what's stopping us from just cutting it and just ripping it through.
I guess nothing. Let's just cut the cable.
Yeah.
All right, well, that saved a bunch of time, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Let's add this to the pot.
23 pounds now?
Still hanging out 22.
22?
Guess it
Okay.
wasn't that heavy.
Yeah. But it's good that it's gone anyway.
Yeah. Now we got some trunk space.
There you go. Sweet.
Right. Cut ties with cable.
Into the trash.
Into the trash it goes. All right, great. Now I believe, I think that's about a good stopping point for us today.
I think so. This video is super long as is. And
yeah, we're going to try to keep the content moving along and not too long-winded.
yes.
So, yeah, thanks for watching. And stay tuned because next time we'll get this system mounted up and let's see how it sounds.
Sweet, Zach. Thank you, buddy.
All right, have a good day, everyone. Thanks
Later,
for watching.
man. Thank you. So that's it. In an attempt to make these videos shorter, more viewable, entertaining, and watchable, we're going to stop right here and allow Zach to take a breather. In our next episode, we're going to have this beautiful Akrapovic full titanium exhaust installed onto the bike, and we will show you the process of doing that. If you want to win this bike, click in the description and join our Patreon community. Somebody's going to be really happy when this bike is all done up and they are the new owner of this beautiful machine. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel by clicking on that subscribe button, and also hit the little bell so you can be notified when awesome content like this is uploaded. Thanks so much for viewing, guys. We'll catch you next time on the New Bike Build series.